Hi everybody, this is Janice, and this morning I've been playing with my brand new Doris embossing folders. We took a field trip to Joann's on Sunday during our crop, and we like to do that sometimes, take a field trip. So I bought these two. This one was $4.99 regular price, and it is called the Stripe Background, I think. I can't see it on there. It is on there, I just can't find it. And this one's called Diagonal Stripe Background, and to me it looks like candy cane, but you can use it for anything. So I wanted to show you some things that I've been doing this morning, just playing. I haven't made anything, created anything. It was just purely what if time. Okay, so let me show you. I've got some pieces of scrap paper, and my first what if was, what if I ran my one embossing folder, this one, what if I did it twice and flipped it? What would happen? What kind of pattern would I get? And the answer is that I got this pattern from this embossing folder. So let me show you what I did. Just in case if you've never played around to see what if, you should definitely do that. Just have no goals, nothing in mind, no preset plans, just play around. So I took a piece of paper and I just went in my scrap bin and just grabbed my scraps and cut them down to some pieces. So I'm gonna open up my Cuddle Bug and get my 2B plates. Sorry about my glare. I need to get a consultation with a lighting specialist who can help me. I got all kinds of shadows going on this morning. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm going to run it through like normal. Then this is what you get. Okay, this is what it looks like. Okay, nice, lovely. But if I flip it over, you'll see that it is the opposite. Now the lines are going in the opposite direction. And there we have it. I think it looks like a really cool plaid fabric. Okay, this breaks down the paper fibers pretty well, so I wouldn't cut it in the Cricut. If you want to do this to a cut, I would do your cutting first, then do the embossing, because the texture of the paper, the fibers of the paper are now all broken down, and it might not work out. Now if you're doing it like with a die cut, like a literal die, it might not make a difference, but again, I haven't tried that, so that's that. So let's try it with a cut so that I can show you what I mean. I thought I had all my cuts here. What did I do with them? Had all my paper set to go. Oh, here they are. Okay, so another scrap from my scrap bin was this little oval shape. And we could take this piece and we could fold it. That's another thing I wanted to show you, is you could fold your cuts. And of course, you could go ahead and score them with your scoreboard or with your paper trimmer like I showed you in another video. The video before this one, I showed you that you can use your paper trimmer as a scoring board if you don't want to buy a scoring board. And so what I could do is I could set it with the lines. I mean, you could do this any which way. I'm just playing again. Let's go like that. And now you've got 3 layers going through this, so it's going to be a little bit tighter. It does go through though. I've done it with 4 layers as well to do a complete sheet, and I'll show you that in a minute. But and you open it up, okay, and so see, now you've got something that looks like that. So we could put another layer on top, or you could use this just for a scrapbook page or whatever. It does have those lines, so I would just incorporate that and make that part of the design, okay? But if you want them to be nice and straight, what I would do is go ahead and score, okay? Like for example, let's take this card, for instance. We have the larger embossing folder. This one's $4.99. The other one is $3.99. This happens to be a 5x7. Okay, so you can do bigger pieces of paper. Now this was a card base that I had cut out, and it is symmetrical. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it inside. So see, now we've got embossing on both sides of the card, okay? And then you can just, you know, add your layers and make your card. I'm just gonna get a piece of, here's a scrap that I had, okay? So that's cute, you can do that. Another thing you can do is you can fold your 8.5. This is a regular 8.5 by 11, and I want to give credit to Kim Lawson. She helped me with this one. We were having a little playtime together, and she said, I think it was her, she said, what if we folded it in 4? You know, she just inspired me to try that. And so we folded it in 4 evenly. I did use I did score it. I scored it here at 4 1/4. Then I moved it sideways and I went to 5 1/2, and we folded it, put it inside the embossing folder, and ran it through the machine. And now our entire sheet. So now I could use this as a background for a 12 by 12. I generally, you know, work in 12 by 12s. So I just want to get a piece of 12 by 12 paper here to show you. Okay, well, let's just take this for instance. Okay, it's in the packaging. But see, I could totally build a scrapbook page on this here. Okay, and I could just add my elements and, you know, do something really cute. I'm just grabbing stuff that I have here. Okay, put a photo, and that would make a cute texture. Okay, there goes that. Then I thought, what about a border strip? So I did this one here. This one, I put 1, 2, 3, 4 score lines, folded it in half, and put it through the diagonal background. That was the smaller one. This one here. So I just put it in there, folded it like that. I did score it, put it in here like this, and ran it through, unfold it, and there we have it. Okay, here's a shape. We can fold it right on this one is a symmetrical one, so it's really easy to fold. we have it. Okay, I love it. Or you could take a card base, here, let's take this one. Set these aside, making a big mess here. I'm going to score this one in half. So since it's 5 inches, it's going to be 3.5. Score it. It's not exactly straight, but we're just trying to do this quickly. Put it in here. Put it through. And again, kind of a chevron-y, arrowy looking background. So I hope that that inspires you to try something different with your embossing folders and your paper trimmer and your Cuttlebug, or if you have a Big Shot or Grand Caliber, whatever embossing machine you might have. Just try these things with your embossing folders and see what you come up with. So thanks for watching. Bye.